What's up, guys? Jeff with HKS Systems Lock Safe. Hope you're doing well. Today, well, this week I should say, is the week of safe work and the week of antiques. Today we're going to go tackle a older Diebold. They call it a thick wall safe, which really to me doesn't mean much, but pretty simple to drill. I'm not going to show you drilling aspects of it, but it's sort of a neat little thing. Hey, it's 35 degrees out, balmy 35. Jeffro's still rocking shorts today, so I don't know why I'm doing that, but I'm trying to hold steady. It's supposed to be warmer later in the week, and whatever. I'll keep rocking them until I can't take it anymore. But anyways, this one's, it's not too far. It's about 15 miles from me at most. Sort of a cool little history of it was Diebold's been making safes for lots and lots of years, but this was actually a mall that was in the area that was open, and it was pretty prevalent from the 50s all the way till the 90s, and I think it shut down in the 90s. I was there. My ma used to take me there as a little kid. They had Kinney's shoes, if you knew, like from the Midwest area. That was like our big shoe store as that goes. Kinney shoes. But anyways, yeah, they were a mall that closed down in the 90s, and really weird section of it is it's still open. The perimeter of it's open with stores. The center section, which used to have a mall as well, hasn't been open since probably at least the mid-90s, if not even earlier than that. Yeah, it's still all there. I don't know what they're doing, but I got a call from the guy that's the management company, and I don't know what they're doing, if they're moving forward by pulling stuff out and going to be redesigning it or tearing it down. But he wanted the safe open, gave him the spiel. Should be good to go. The only issue is these Diebold's are notorious for having safes inside of a safe. So I told him, hey, this is the cost it's going to be to get you in from the outside, get you in the main door. It's a single door. No, it's a double door rather, and we'll see what happens. I don't know if there's going to be a safe within a safe, but I did give him the old rundown of, hey, I'm only going to be getting you in the safe, giving you a combination for the exterior. I don't know if it's been damaged or not. It looks like it's in pretty good condition. Pre-checklist I did with them. Dial spins by itself. The handles move a little bit, so shouldn't be rusted. It looks fairly good condition for probably a 80 to 100-year-old safe, I'm guessing. So we'll see what it is. I'll upload some pics and put you guys back in the loop once I get it drilled open. I'm not going to show you any drill points, but I'll probably show it with the door swinging and see what we got. Hopefully the guy won't be all over me like a mayo on ham sandwich. So, all right, I'll catch up with you later. Take care, guys. All right, so we finished up that old Diebold safe across town, actually right by my aunt's house. But yeah, so it ended up being, when the guy contacted me, my aunt lives in a pretty nice area, by the way. That's all the forest preserves and no neighbors. But yeah, it ended up being, well, there's our house right now. Hey-oh! So anyways, it ended up being that the customer sent me pictures. I quoted it, but I told him from get-go, hey, you know what, that thing don't look right. Those handles look like they're turned, you know, and is there any play in them? Yeah, there's a little bit of play, blah blah blah. And yeah, I got there and I'm like, man, there's a little bit of wiggling that door, but I can't get that door open for the life of me. So, you know, I'm like, I don't know, maybe they forced the handles and bent it. So, you know what? I'm already there. I'm already invested in the job. I said, I'm going to drill it, scope it, see what the deal is. I drill it. Takes me about 20 minutes. I freehand it. It's with the 1/8 inch bit, by the way, because I'm good. But yeah, end up being, once I scope it, then I look through there. I'm like, hey, there ain't no freaking fence there, which is the business part of the lock. Like, that don't make sense. So I put in my 0-degree scope, look right through. There's no back to the lock either. I'm like, hey. So he just happened to be standing there when I found that out. I said, hey, come on down here. Take a look at the scope. And he's like, I don't know what I'm looking at. So I showed him like pictures of the lock. And I'm like, you see there's no bolt? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you see there's no back to the lock? Yeah. He's like, that don't make sense. I said, yeah. Somebody was in there and dilly-dallied with it. So all I did basically was peck the handle, and then it took 2 of us to pull the door open, and it was all really corroded. So I took it all out and cleaned it. Basically, I drilled it for nothing more. So just because I could not pull it, and I'm a big guy, I'm 6'3", biscuit heavier than 300. So yeah, I gave it all I could do to pull it. I couldn't get it. It took 2 guys my size, one on each door, to finally pull it. Tapped it with a dead blow mallet, got it open, cleaned it up, tested it, good to go. Parts were not in there. I did take a couple pictures of the parts that were in there, though. Did have a tear gas canister from back in the day. The guy was throwing it around. I said, hey, you may want to be a little bit more ginger to that one. And he's like, why is that? I said, because that's a tear gas canister. If it pops, you're probably going to want to get out of the room really quick, because it's going to ruin your day. It's like a bad aftershave. But he didn't know if that was a true thing, and I showed him the vial of glass under it, and they were all like shocked that they had those. I'm like, oh, that's very common back in the day. Yeah, sometimes they pop. Sometimes you'll see them even where they're advertised as poisonous gas, which I've never seen one. I've heard in the trade people talk about poisonous gas, but I think it's just a myth in our trade. You know, but could be. I don't know. I've never seen one personally, though. I've seen tons of tear gas vials, but that one, luckily, it didn't go off. So I said to him, you know, just put it back nicely, and let's get out of here. And buttoned it up, gave him the bill, and he was happy could be. I repaired the hole, color matched it. I didn't take a picture of that because I didn't want to show you where I drilled, but it was a pretty good color match. Once again, this is over 100-year-old safe at this point, so trying to get a patina on a safe to match exactly, not going to happen. The door lock doesn't work anyway, so it's really not a big deal. But you need that service for the safe stuff and the antiques, give us a call. HKS Systems Lock and Safe, 847-204-7046. Take care, guys. Bye. What's up, guys? Jeff with HKS Systems Lock and Safe. Hope everybody's doing well today. Today's Friday. We're heading out to a safe job. This is a pretty far one. This one is 90 miles one way. Yeah, so I hit him with the price. He went with it. Really didn't want to go that far, but you know what? Everyone's got a price in life, right? And I enjoy what I'm doing, so it's going to be an old antique. Like I said, this is Antique Week, it seems like. So today's going to be a Mosler cast iron safe. Not super high end or anything. Lots of those made. Unfortunately, almost all the old antique safes look black and heavy with wheels. So when you tell me that's what you got, I can't really help you. You need to give me specific pictures. So this one's going to be a Mosler, probably 19 teens or 20s, somewhere in there, pretty old. It's going to end up being 1 of 2 safe locks. Actually, it's 3 safe locks it could be. One's a super rare one. I don't think that'll be the case. The other 2 are totally common, one more than the other. How do I know that? Because I'm a professional, that's why. So before I even drill, I will do dialing diagnostics to figure out which wheels and combination lock is behind the safe door before I start drilling. I always check for contact points to make sure everything's moving smoothly. B, I check to see a couple specifics, dial center to the handle center, if there is one. Usually it'll give us indication of what type of locks can fit in there and what type of locks can't fit in there, so that'll narrow things down. And then dialing diagnostics with applying handle pressure, various other little things, listening for gears, feeling how it feels, if it feels gear driven or if it's mesh, or what type of fence it is. It'll tell you a little bit how it feels. It'll tell you what brand it is, what type it is of that brand. So we will be back. Like I said, I've got a good hour and 20 minutes drive each way, so it's gonna be mostly seat time today. So maybe there'll be a little story time with Jeffro on the way back. But I'll see if I can get some pictures and shoot you guys what I got there, and we'll check in with you later. Take care.